everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now if you're new, my name is Sheridan, and no, I am not always dressed like this. Today's video is going to be a Halloween total head-to-toe tutorial. So we're gonna do a makeup tutorial, I'm gonna show you how I do my hair, and I'm even gonna show you how I put this entire Playboy bunny costume together for less than $40. A lot of the things for this costume you may already own, which is the great thing about this. It's super easy to put together. This year I decided I'm going to come up with not one, not two, but 3 different complete Halloween tutorials for you. So this is just one of 3. So stay tuned over the next 2 weeks to see the upcoming looks as well. And if you do have any specific requests, let me know. I am open to making a 4th look, but I do for sure have 2 more coming for you. So if you'd like to learn how I created this entire head-to-toe Playboy bunny costume look for Halloween, then stay tuned. I'm going to be using the Friendcation palette from Dose of Colors Desi x Katy, and I'm picking up this color Basic. A nice flushed neutral tone, and I'm just kind of patting this in my crease and dragging it down onto my lid. I'm going to pick up this color Necessary. A BH Cosmetics number 7 brush. I am just dusting this up into my crease and kind of into my brow bone, and then dragging it right under my front of my brow and kind of into the beginning of my nose contour. The way I'm gonna edit this is gonna make it seem like I do this so fast, but just know, like, you really have to take your time with blending, and it just takes time and patience, and you just have to really build it up and work it up. I'm gonna pick up the color Churro. This palette is very pigmented, by the way, guys. Like, be very cautious if you're using this exact palette. Be very cautious that you are going in with a little and then building up to a lot, because you can always add and deepen, but you cannot take away. If you don't have this exact palette that you're using, just take note of the colors and do something similar. It doesn't even have to be, you know, the same exact tones or products. You can always take the technique and then use that in the creation of your look and really make it your own. With the same brush, I'm going to pick up the deepest brown, Cheens, a little bit of Cheens. Carefully, I'm going to press this into my outer corner. The cars are so loud right now. Like, I'm filming at night. Why is everyone driving around crazy? Hooping it up, the crazy kids. And I'm slowly gonna kind of drag just with like the very tip. I'm holding my brush at an angle to my face. With the very tip of the brush, I am kind of taking Cheens up into my crease, but mostly concentrating it on this outside corner here. With a smaller packing brush, I am going to take Cheens, just the smallest amount, and kind of drag it right into the deepest part of my crease. This whole look is really just about taking your time. So I'm slowly picking up a little bit more color, adding it in, deepening it, kind of blending it to where I like it. So now with my finger, I'm going to pick up Just a Kiss, and I am just going to pack this right on my lid. The prettiest shimmer ever. Just that, like, sparkly glow. A little more. Like I said, you can always make it more intense. You can't go back. BH Cosmetics number 9 brush, it's a little bit more dense. I picked up a little bit more of Just a Kiss, and I'm just kind of patting it around my lid space and really just blending it, adding coverage. Now with my number 7 brush, I picked up a little bit more of Churro. It's that warmer brown. And I'm taking that just above in the crease and kind of redefining that crease area. Just making sure everything looks really smooth. So I'm gonna start to draw a wing using my Tarteist Double Take eyeliner. And I'm gonna start it here. And just using the tip, able to match the angle up with my waterline. So it's as if my waterline is just like continuing. So I'm going to go back kind of at like the end of my lid. I went ahead and added a coat of the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara, and then I also added my false lashes. These are Lilly lashes in the style Hollywood. So now we're going to get started on the rest of my face. I am going to go in with my foundation. I'm using the Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation, and this is in the shade Toasted Coconut. Not to mention, I already had primed my face. I'd moisturized and primed my face before I started. For moisturizer, I just went in with my usual. Primer, I used my Maybelline Master Blur Stick. The Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra-Longwear Concealer. This is in the color 2C. Going along, uplifting, kind of how that wing is, just to really give us like maximum lift. I'm gonna conceal my nose, down the center, kind of my forehead, my chin, smile lines, and that should be good. Taking this tiny beauty sponge, I'm gonna blend it all in. Also kind of wait and go in around my eyebrows with the smaller beauty sponge because I feel like it just gives me more control, especially if you do your brows first. Set, I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Loose Fit Me powder and just kind of a smaller fluffy brush to kind of press this in underneath my eyes, plural. And definitely I try to hit like my smile lines and my chin next because those are the next places that have the potential to crease with me. So it's all about your face. You know what you need to set first. Just kind of any areas where I tend to get shiny that I don't want to be, that's where I'm putting this. So I'm going to be using my Laura Mercier Translucent Glow Powder. Up like a very small amount of product. BH Cosmetics number 4 brush. I'm just taking this in over my cheekbones. I like to hit the top of my forehead with this as well. Any extra, I'll just put on my Cupid's bow. Also going in with my Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder, and I am just pressing this right in the upper inner corner and kind of like down the sides of my nose. Gives you that really pretty like bright smooth under eye. A big fluffy brush, I'm going in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and just warming up my face. I'm also going to use that bronzer to contour my nose. I like to take that smaller beauty blender and kind of like roll it up the sides and pat down my nose to just blend out the nose contour so it's not as harsh. For blush today, I'm going to be using a MAC blush called LoveJoy. It's super beat up, but it's this really pretty like deep vampy with gold reflex color. So I'm taking a smaller fluffy brush and I'm going to kind of smile and put it right behind the apples of my cheeks and kind of bring it up. I really want to have like a blush moment with this look because I feel like it kind of goes with the vibe. Playboy bunny, sexy blush. But we have all the powders except for highlight on our face. I am just going to spray with my Morphe setting spray to let everything kind of like melt together. For highlight today, I'm going to be going in with Chasing the Sun. This is part of the Desi and Katy collection with Dose of Colors. I'm going to actually be kind of placing it at the front of my cheeks, like the apples of my cheeks, and then dragging it up to the top. This gives you this really pretty, like, lifted cheekbone. I'm also gonna dust a little bit of this on my forehead because it's Halloween, you know, we can be extra. A smaller pencil brush, I'm gonna use it to highlight my nose. Back to finish off the eyes with a small packing brush. I picked up some more of Sheen's and I'm pressing this in my lower lash line. We're gonna go really smoky with the lower lash line. So I'm kind of connecting this to the wing that we created and then dragging it all the way in. I'm connecting it like up to my tear ducts here. With an angled liner brush, I am going to be putting the NYX Jet Black Gel Liner in my waterline. And I'm also going to kind of connect it to our wing and then start smudging on the lower lash line. I'm going to be picking up the color Game Over. I'm doing that using a number 11 BH Cosmetics brush. It's just a flat liner brush. I'm just going to press this right into that smudged liner that we kind of did on our lower lash line. I'm going to go add lower lash mascara and then we're going to do lips. So for lips today, I'm going to overline my lips in the Colourpop Lip Pencil in the color Chi. For lipstick, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte in the color Venus. Like such a perfect nude. And for gloss, I'm going to be going in with the Desi x Katy Dose of Colors gloss in the color The Most. You'll see the reflex I think are going to go with kind of the color of the costume, so it's going to be really cute. Oh my god. This is so pretty. That's it for makeup, so I'm gonna give myself one more spray. No, it's Halloween. We're going out. We don't want this to budge, okay? I'm gonna zoom you out so we can get ready for hair. Okay, so for hair, I like to start with just 2 even sections on both sides of my face. I'm gonna brush it out because I did have it back in that ponytail and it's probably pretty messy. And these are gonna be like the easiest loose, like big curls you've ever done in your life. I'm telling you, I make it so fast because I don't have time for all that, you know? It's Halloween, we gotta get out, we gotta go. I spent way too long on our makeup. For our hair, all you're gonna need is a curling iron, a regular brush, a pick to part your hair, a clip. I just have this one right here to separate our hair, and of course hairspray. So I'm gonna do a center part. You do not have to do a center part, but whichever part you do, just make sure, you know, this is a really good tool to make sure it's even. And that looks pretty good to me. So now that we've parted our hair, I just like to take my nails and kind of section off about the crown of my head. Once I section it off, I like to just kind of twist it like I'm gonna put it up in a little ballerina bun. But instead, I just kind of messily like pile it up there. And I take my clip and I just clip it all together so it stays on top. I like to re-section the hair so it's even on both sides and then re-brush it out to make sure there's no tangles. Basically, I wash my hair twice a week. So I wash it on Wednesdays and Saturdays. It's like the last day before I wash it, so I'm gonna wash it tomorrow. But it's good because your hair actually holds curl better if it's dirty. So now, this is the easiest part ever. You literally just have to part this section into 3 sections, and I like to just kind of put the first and then the last behind, and then I'll start with the middle one. This is, I'm pretty sure, just a 3-inch curling iron. It really depends on your preference how big you want your curls. I like to place this back here and I'll slowly just wrap this around the barrel, and I'm cautious to just leave the ends out. Like, I don't want the ends to be super curled. I just want kind of the top and the shaft to be curled of the hair. And I'll hold it for probably about anywhere from like 10 to 15 seconds, not that long at all. And then I will let it go. So same thing with those other 2 sections. Again, I'm wrapping this away from my face, just holding the ends out so they're not being curled. After I do like the first 3 sections, I like to take my hairspray and I'll just be careful to spray it away from my face and kind of pick up on the curls. And that gives them a little more body as well. So now I just do the same thing on the other side, put it into the 3 sections, and I put one behind, and then I take the center one. So when I get to the top, I'll take it down to do the same thing. I'll section it off into 2 original sections and then add 3 more on each side. So I just brush this out and I try to make sure my part is all good. Sorry, you can hear Kalani drinking water in the background. Per usual, what would my video be without a distraction of an animal? It's kind of harder with the top to keep track of it, so if you want to start with the back section, you can. So the next thing I like to do to create volume is lift from the root and kind of spray right into it. Same thing, I'll just kind of go all the way around like my entire head. Then what I'll do is I will flip my head over and then I'll spray upside down and kind of pull the curls like up. You can see it looks a little bit fuller, a little bit fluffier. Obviously, if you have your own way that you want to curl your hair or wear your hair, if you don't want it curly, you want to do it straight, whatever, it's still gonna look really good with this overall look. All right, I am gonna go get changed into the costume and I'll be back to give you the details on it. So you can see I'm wearing a black sparkly bodysuit, but first let's start with the shoes. So I'm just wearing these simple black pumps. They're open in the front so that you can see all of the fishnets and it makes my legs look longer. I will link some similar ones below. I'm not sure if they're still available. And then you can see this black sparkly bodysuit I'm wearing. It's strapless, and then there's the collar and the cuffs. Now the collar, the cuffs, and the ears and the tail all came in a set from this Amazon shop, and I believe it was $14.99. I will double check the price for you. Everything that I'm wearing will be linked below, and if not the same exact one, something very similar. But the set of the accessories for a fact will be linked below. Honestly, wear any type of black bodysuit with this look and I think you could pull it off. It doesn't have to be strapless. This is just kind of like that classic Playboy bunny look. And as you can see, I think it all goes so well together with the hair and the makeup, and it just comes together really nicely. The ears are bendable, so you can kind of bend them to your liking, and the tail is actually a pin-on, so you can pin it right onto whatever bodysuit you decide to wear. Fishnets I bought separately, and I will link a pair of those below as well. Alright you guys, so this is the finished Halloween Playboy bunny look. This costume is so fun and sexy, and it's very easy to put together. It cost me altogether less than $40, which I think for a Halloween costume, especially for a college student, I am in. I hope this gave you some inspiration for your own Halloween costume, and it is super easy to recreate. Like I said, all of the makeup products used and the actual costume itself are going to be linked below in the description box. Let me know what you think in the comments below. This is my first time doing a video like this, so I'd love your feedback. If you aren't already subscribed, please take the time to subscribe to my channel. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Alright, that is it. I have nothing else to say. Okay. Oh.